Right, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jay, and today we're going to be coaching my friend who is starting to play League a bit more. He is getting better, but he does want to improve. I did kind of play a game with him over here. It is a normal game. He is the Echo, and I am the Thresh. We're going to see his pathing, how he plays the game, and everything. We're going to go over that real quick, and we're going to go over the game with him to see little pointers in which he could adapt to play better. All right, so we're gonna go back into the Discord and we're gonna add him to, well, not add him to the call. I'm just gonna join back to the call. All right, yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
You good?
Yeah, tranquille, man. Good, you?
I'm good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, are you watching the stream right now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at your early game pathing. We're gonna see how you farm your camps, because that as well has a small impact on the speed that you clear your jungle. We're going to see how you move around the jungle according to the map, according to what's happening on the map, and we're going to see how you transition in your games as well. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, so we can skip this because you take the red. Okay, red to blue, because basically we invaded and then nothing really happened, and that's okay. 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 That's okay, you're missing one auto, but that happens to everyone. Okay, that's good though. I see that now you're doing that, you're dragging it out more. I like that. That's cool. Cool. There. Nice. That's good. Cool. Kill the small ones first. That's good. See right here? Okay. So right here you plan on going to, where do you plan on going? You plan on,
because I see they're pushed up. Yeah.
Okay. So for that you could have dragged it down like even further down here. But it saved you a couple seconds. Okay, good. Like you listen to me, you don't hit that because you don't want them to know. That's good. Okay, it's true, yeah, you do come down here, I remember. Then Talia's here too, apparently, right?
Yep. I have no idea if she's here yet.
Yeah. So this stun, especially early game as Echo, you really don't want to be you really don't want to be wasting it.
Mm-hmm.
I think right here you could have waited with it too. This Ashe is stupid, so it's whatever. Okay, that's fine though. You got the flash, which is okay. Oops, we got to slow down. We're gonna see what you do now. Okay, then you get invaded, and what do? You already asked True. I'm about to get dove. You get the EXP. Fine, they try diving you. Put it off well. Hold the XP. Okay. Right here, I think maybe backing would have been the better choice.
You think so?
How much money do you have? 760. No, you have 1.2. 1.2. How much is it for the item? It's what, 1050?
Right now I could buy the mini like 1050, but I will not be able to buy the whole item in one shot.
Well, that's fine.
I could buy like definitely a part of it.
Okay, how much is it for the whole thing? It's 1050
now. The whole
now.
thing I think is 3k, I think.
Okay, but just for the
total belt.
Okay, yeah, but the component itself that gives you the extra 40 damage on hit.
It's 1050.
Okay, so yeah, anytime as a jungler, that's like your power spec is Echo.
Mm-hmm.
So your goal is after you do your first clear, or every time when you back, your first back, your goal would be to get the 1050. 1050 and boots.
Once I have it, I back.
You back right away, because I'm gonna tell you this right here, when you're half HP, Talia, if she, I don't blame me. We could like actually see where she's on the map. She's going mid, like somewhere here. Another jungler, if you're really good, would instantly you would have just backed, could have ran topside, contested Scuttle Crab, but probably would have backed, had items, and then since they had items, they could just fight you here because when you're kind of low, and they would have had like items. So basically what happens is that now you're kind of on the map and you're not going to be able to do too much. So you're kind of like, it's kind of like a waste of time, because even if you go back, what more are you going to be able to buy with these extra camps? Not that much more.
That is true.
Like it's not
be able to buy like the $400 like the
yeah, but like you get like a ruby crystal, like a bit of HP, but like for the time that you're wasting on the map, it's
not worth it.
It's not really worth it. Just to get like a ruby crystal, because for the most part, what's going to be making, like, it's really your damage as Echo that's going to be like the most important part that you're going to be getting. The extra HP isn't bad. Like, I'm never going to say like extra HP is not good, but especially as jungle, what's most important about when you're jungling is tempo and pathing. So like where you're going on the map, how you're farming, like effective farming, and also like effective placement on the map. So like back timings are also important. So like let's say for like an AD jungler, depending on your champion, most people who are gonna go like Gore Drinker or Shred Breaker get the whip, which is 1.2, right? Kind of like the old Tiamat. That's like an old power spike. So as soon as you have 1.2, your goal is to go back to base. One, that helps you farm, helps you fight. It's just a really good item to get. It's kind of like a mini power spike. The same thing for Echo. So here, let's say you went back to base right now. You would have came top side. Then you would have done your red. Then you could have done this. Then you could have contested dragon. So you would have been bot side. Like that's what your goal is. All your camps bot side are spawning as well. Krugs takes 10 fucking years to do. You're probably never gonna really want to do them. Like you could do them, let's say you want to gank top, or after you finish ganking top, you can do them before you go back to base. But I would never go top and do all your Krugs. Like it takes so much time, and like it's not really worth it. Especially when you get your power spike, your goal is to like try to use it, right? So that would be your goal, is get that item. As soon as you get that item, then you can start forcing plays on the map. Before that, Echo's kind of weak as shit. So your number one goal would be I forgot what it's called. It's like Hextech something. Hexec, I don't know what it's called.
Proto Belt?
No, not the Proto Belt, but the component that builds into the Proto Belt. The one that makes you do extra damage. It's like the old revolver, basically. It's basically the old revolver.
Okay.
That, as soon as you get that, then you can start fighting people pretty well. The extra damage really adds up, and then you can start like fighting someone. Like you could probably even invade Talia when you get that item.
Okay.
If you get a stun on her, you can burst her, and you can like contest like camps on her when you get it. It's like right here, you're gonna get this, and then we're gonna see what you do after this. Okay, then now you're gonna go, you're gonna see that. You can see like now you're pretty weak. Luckily, she didn't back either. And like since you're Echo, you compared to Talia, easier for you to contest it compared to her. Well, like here, like you see, like now you're gonna fight him. You don't really have items, so even if you do gank him, like let's be real, like the damage you're gonna deal is minimal damage. Like at this point in the game, level 4.
But now
level 5.
I know he worded it because I see him like walking around. C'est pour ça que like I was just waiting for him like to do something to like confirm to me that he worded it, and then he just attacked me. So I'm like, okay, it's worded.
That's fine.
So I just went for drag.
That's fine. Well, you see, but now you have no items still. You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of money. A lot of money. Like that's a lot of damage that you could have had right now at this position. You would have been in the same position. Heck, you probably would have done this camp already. You wouldn't have wasted time here.
Yeah.
That's like like 30 seconds, almost a minute that you just wasted. Like, well, you got the crab, which is good. But the heck, you could have been
right
here.
Now you think you still like definitely the best.
Yeah, let's go
time
back.
for me to go back and buy my item would be
all the way back here.
My wolves, the second I have my like 1050.
Like you had it back over here, I think. Even before, like when you came to after holding bot for the EXP.
Yeah.
That would have been the best time for you to go back right here. Because you have 1230. You just go back right here. Because look, you want to play bot side, you want to contest dragon. Top side, you don't have to go top. Because Nara versus Samira should never win that matchup. Never. Like she just should never win it. And well, your mid lane has pretty good priority. So all you have to do is contest bot side, get dragons. If you get drag control, you know that we're winning bot lane. You just want to keep winning bot lane. And then always be in position to like counter gank Talia. Because if Talia goes top, even like I don't think she's that. Nara can just rush ninja toppies. Samira's probably never going to kill him. Like straight up, she's just never going to kill him. Like, if the guy's not really trash. But you can't always, like it is what it is. But don't focus on him being trash. Focus on what's the most effective way of you winning the game, which would be playing bot side, which was good. Like I like that. I like the whole, this come bot, pressure a little bit, and then you want to stay bot, but then you have to keep playing towards that style. And then after that, when you reset, so tell yourself this: you reset. I don't know if I can ping on the map a little bit. Do you see like the little icon, the green icon? No, okay. Well, I'll probably move the camera. So you back here, go top. Some people will be okay. Well, top. Like you could go straight for the crab, or you say forget the crab, or you could go back straight to crab.
Okay.
You could go top straight to crab. But that's also a risk because you don't know if she got it. But that's not bad because if she does get it, you do know, you get that information. Like getting the information in the jungle is so much more important, even in doing some camps. It's like, so like, let's say you go back, you go straight to the crab. if you see that the crab, either you'll see the crab is already dead. Like if you backed right here, and she backed right here, the next objective in both of your guys' heads would be crab, right?
Okay.
So remember, neutral objectives in a sense, and this is like a neutral objective. This is so OP. This is so OP for jungle. So OP. It gives you vision,
money,
and it gives you a lot of EXP. They nerfed the EXP a little bit because it was a bit OP before, but the speed boost is so good for rotations. Like you can't, like mid laners have trouble crossing and roaming through river now. So like even for like rotations, let's say Sylas wants to gank, he can't just run right through because he's going to be seen. Yep. So he's forced to run through here, which is like an ineffective way of potentially getting behind them because it's his side of the map, you know? So like it's so OP just for like helping your laners out, and like so you want to just like defend their side of the map, you can test this, and then boom, instantly like that side of the map is kind of yours. So if you get this, Gnar is really safe for the next, I don't even know how long it lasts for, like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Like he's safe for that much time. Like then she has to run all the way around here to gank. How else is she gonna gank? She runs right through it. He sees her. She runs away. So she needs to run all the way around here just to go. And like let's say she does, and there's nothing here, and your camps are gone. She wastes her time. So that's why I'm saying
the most of her, I can punish her, or like counter gang somewhere.
Yeah, or you just keep playing to your game plan, which is playing to bot side. So right here, you back instantly, boom, crab. You see her at crab with that item. She probably, I don't know what she's gonna build. I don't know what she really builds. Maybe she builds the same item, but I'm pretty sure you still beat her as long as you don't get hit by like all her shit. If you land a stun on her, you should win. But with your mid laner at this point in the game, I think you guys win with the CC chain. Because you guys have 2 stuns. Well, here's a root and a stun. With electrocute, you guys can pop one of these guys. If you focus her, you probably focus her more than him, because he can heal with his W. So you probably focus on her, like Taliyah, kill Taliyah, and then you guys just get the crab. Easy. And Gnar's winning top. So like you know that he can run down too. So that's something you have to pay attention to. Like that's why when you look at the map, you gotta see HP bars, pressure on the map, wave. Look at the waves. His wave is stacking, right? So if his wave is stacking, pushing towards this turret, that means for the next, until this wave dies, which could be like a minute, next minute you have priority in the top side of the map.
Okay.
Right? So that means you know, okay, I have top side prio. Just by looking at this, you can tell yourself I have top priority. HP bars, wave. Boom. So then you know, okay, I can contest this. Look at mid. Where's their mid laner? Their mid laner is here. Your mid laner is going to start shoving. That means your top side, you have full control over top side priority. In this case, obviously you're here, so it doesn't really matter. But in this case, in this sense, you will have priority top side. Because what happens if Sylas ditches mid lane to come for crab? All you guys do is stall. You just stall, and he misses the whole wave. You don't even have to die for it. Some people die for it. You don't even have to die for it. You just stall. And then you try to steal it, and then maybe they get it, and boom. But Taliyah gets it, but he misses a wave just so she can get it. So you see, you're always trying to maximize the amount of like money you're making compared to them by doing these little strategies. So like definitely back, crab, red, chickens, and then by then these are going to spawn. So that's an option. It's an option.
So I could either go back and continue bot side like farms, or I could just gank a lane if I see it.
So we're gonna skip through because it goes up to the thresh part. Like right over here, because I kill him. Boom, boom, boom. Like that's yeah, that's another thing. And like another reason why going for the crab is important. First, I mean at this point, like red buff isn't going to change the 2v2, like the 1v1 duel against both of you. Some matchups, yes, and some matchups you're going to lose automatically. But in this case, you also see her mid. Look at her. That means it's free. Heck, at this point, I would have just went straight to her jungle. I wouldn't even done my red buff. Because you see that she's low. You see she's low. She can't walk into her jungle. So what you can do is straight up, you can do crab, or you go straight take her camps first. Whichever ones, you can take both of them. By the time you're like, let's say this is like this much HP, so let's say we can zoom out, we can back up a little bit to see how long it took you to get there. You should probably be about river by now. If you see her mid, or you can even counter gank. You could have just instantly just been like, fuck that. I see her trolling mid, like they're both low. You could have just tried to go and get a kill. Yeah, you probably could have killed her here, maybe. But the most optimal path would be boom. Boom, boom, or you start one of these camps. Like, see now she's here. She smites it. You could have killed her. She has like no mana. You could have ran in her jungle. And look, she's still greeting. See? So you would have been here by now. Only issue, Sylas TP'd. So that's another issue though, is a TP. So you have to watch out for the TP, but you do have top prio. But then you could have picked Lissandra. But that's up to you to look in the game, look at the summoners, be like, does he have TP? Is it worth it? Can we actually, you know, like, would I be able to invade safely and all that stuff? Hey, this isn't bad. And then I'm not telling you like you, in some situations, if you take the time, like we're not going to take the time to see like the most optimal thing to do 100%. Like maybe contesting the Gromp first would have been better. Like you take the Gromp, then you take this, and then you do your red, and then you do like your chickens, and then you can go back downside to like Ocean. Because then also you would have known that she was topside, and then she didn't back yet. And then instead of maybe doing these camps, you say fuck it, she didn't back yet. You straight to Dragon because we're winning bot. You see, like, and that's up to you to call as a jungler. That's up to you to call as a jungler. You see, like, we're winning bot lane. We're getting just completely dumpstered. So you see, like, I like this. You see, now you call Dragon. And that's a good call. But the Dragon call also could have probably been done earlier too. Mm-hmm. It's like you gotta be able to tell yourself by the time you're over here that we could do Dragon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that's the type of these are the type of moves. Like
so she was low health, low mana, and everything. So
that's
like,
it.
It's better. Okay.
Yeah. And can I see your items here? You see, you still didn't back yet.
Yeah, I didn't back at all. Yeah.
So you see, like, that could have changed the game so much just by you backing back over here.
Yeah, there's definitely like an issue that I have. I feel like I stretched it for too long.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna try and do as much thing as possible, but like that's not necessarily effective because if she fights me and she has items, I'm screwed.
But that's the thing is for yourself. You see, like she built Lost Chapter. This is like a farming item, kind of. Like you get 20 mana over 3 seconds. Compared to the enemy you would have way more damage than her. You would just dumpster her. Straight up dumpster her. Like she's building mana, you're building pure damage. You would just shit on her in a fight. So that's the thing. Like that's something you gotta do for yourself. You gotta test it out when you're playing in games. Like back timings. Try telling yourself, okay, let me try backing this time. I have a lot of money. I can get this part of my item. Like most people will tell you to back if you can buy like a core item. If it's like a 80 assassin getting a Dirk, like the lethality weapon, super strong. If it's a oh wow. Yeah, you guys could.
Before, too early. I was like going through it and I thought like she would miss it, so I'm like I didn't think much of it, so I threw, but then I threw my W and I saw it kicked in, so like it was working, but then like that was a lack of attention from my part. Like I should have like committed to like the attack as much as her.
I don't know if you had enough speed though to catch up, but right here, and this is another thing, like your W placements is that you gotta tell yourself, because you don't really play against a lot of Lissandra, so you don't know the cooldowns and like the timings of like her ultimate and how long it lasts and all that shit. So I don't even blame you, but this you should have committed for it 100%, because by the time you would have been here, then he gets ulted here, your W, place it here. You can't see my marker, huh?
No, I can't see your, no.
You can't see my cursor. Let me
like change. You would see like in front of him?
Yeah, let me just change it to my actual change screens. Screen 2, screen 1. Okay. You see it now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, I see it.
Cool. Okay, so now you can see the pings I do too, huh? Like this little green thing?
I don't see the pings though, but I do see the mouse, I don't see the pings.
But you said the green icon.
Like I do see your like what you're trying to ping.
Okay, cool. So that's cool. So now that's good too. It's like right here, W right here. And if you were there, because then instantly in your head, you tell yourself, okay, I don't have enough time to catch him here, but I'll be able to catch him here. He has no flash. You would have killed him. If you committed to the W over here since the beginning, like basically you put the edge on him. Like you legit put the back edge on him just enough so that even if he jukes out of the stun, he dies. So you're basically like, it's like a mini mind game in your head. It's like, are you gonna try to?
I'm like securing the stun in some way. Like I'm making so like if he going forward, he's gonna get stunned for real.
That's it. And like there's like an application I can get to like draw my screen and stuff. Is like you're basically making like an invisible wall where it's like a screen where it's like you're telling him, okay, like I'm gonna put my ability so at the border of where you know, I'm gonna give you this much space, telling you that like, yo, if you want, you can jump back here because I know that you want to go here. I know 100% that you want to go here. That's how you predict stuff in League. It's telling yourself he's gonna die. He has no flash, so no matter what, he is gonna die if he goes back here. Like if he, like the chance of him outplaying, even if he dodges your stun that might be on the border right here, is like 0.01%, right? So like even if he tries, he's probably gonna fucking die unless the jungler's here, which she's not, which is okay. But even if, she probably will still fucking die because she has Ignite and everything, so he's gonna die. So you legit place it at the border, but you give yourself all of this room to stun him and slow him.
Okay.
So he's always fucked because just this much room for him. That's the amount of room that he has to actually like escape. And if he jukes down here, like remember, and that's the thing, like I wish I could draw on the screen because I can show you exactly. It's just like Paint 3D that I can use or some shit. So does that work? I don't think so. No. I need an app so I can draw my screen, bro. That would be so good to coach because then I can show you exactly what I'm trying to tell you, like the radiuses, like the ranges and all that stuff, because that's so important. Yeah, well, I'll probably get that for the next one, but you can kind of see it from like where I'm trying to use the mouse.
I can definitely see what you mean.
Yeah, so like you know your E range, so your E range is about the same range as your sweeper for the most part.
Yep,
about the same range. So if he has to juke out of your W, which is basically this, like you see the range here, put it over here. Like so, this is like the range that he has to juke out of your W so you don't stun him 100%. He's fucked. He's always gonna be fucked. So despite placing your W in front of him, you're basically trapping him in between like two obstacles.
Okay.
And then you would have killed him for sure. That's fine. And that's another kill. Remember, Echo, AP scaling jungler. AP scaling junglers, AP scales. I guess you could say exponentially compared to AD. AD scales very like consistently, while ability power fluctuates a lot.
Okay.
So like, let's say you're playing an AP champion, you will probably, unless you're playing like an assassin and you're going lethality items, like there's like crit items and like lethality items. That's probably like the difference. So, but generally speaking, like most AP champions as like a whole you will definitely snowball harder as an AP champion, at least in my opinion, compared to like an AD champion.
Okay.
There's better armor items in the game too. So like as an AP champion, you will definitely do better. It's just, you know, let's say I'm playing in the AD carry. Oh, Luca, you're here. Shit. Yeah. I even know. But yeah, better armor items and more armor items. So you're always going to be doing better. Early squad gang. So yeah, you're going to be, so getting early kills on Echo is going to help you snowball the game harder. And then, you know, the more kills you get, you're going to get your items faster. And that's how you'd ask me, like, can Echo 1v5 carry? Yes, but you need to get the kills. Same thing as Evelynn, same thing as Elise. All these AP champions, all these AP junglers, Karthus, you know, if you get these early kills, hit R, boom, you just one-shot everyone. You're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But if you don't get these early kills, like that's a free kill, right? Yeah, in a sense, that was a free kill. In a sense, that was a free kill that you missed. Yep. And all of that just from like one back. So like that's what I'm saying. Like rewatching your replays, you tell yourself that maybe you don't see it in the moment, but you tell yourself, oh shit, you know, maybe if I did that, maybe if I did this. But sometimes you do need someone else to tell you. And even me, like other people, like even like I'm playing and I'm like I do fuck some shit up. People tell me like, yo, bro, I'm like, yeah, I know. That was complete dog shit from me. Holy fuck, I'm trash. And you see the W, that was early. You didn't have to do it there.
Yeah, that was early as fuck, yeah.
The other thing I noticed that you W a lot early for no reason too. It's like the cooldown is such a long cooldown, it could save you from the shield itself, and it could zone people. So like it's better that you save it to potentially save yourself for a zone, rather than just whiff it on nothing. Like, that's like 20 seconds. And you see, like even right there, like you could have potentially just baited the Lucian with it. Like right here. So let's say you saved it, right? Mm-hmm. So you save it, you save it, you save it. You see Lucian start to run back. You see Lucian's running back. You see Lucian's running back. You see like, right? Right here, you can place it like right like here-ish. Like in the bush, you do it in the bush so he doesn't know. Unless it's warded, he won't be able to hear it or know that you're putting it, right? And then right here, probably pop right now, you could have just hopped him and potentially killed him.
I think that I noticed that other echoes do. In this case, you did it, but it's fine. It's when you use E early instead of using it to get the gap close happening. So like you did it for damage to kill the the Scion, but if Scion had flashed, you wouldn't have been able to follow him. So like a lot of people will E in the middle of their fight, even though all they have to do is walk up to the guy and start hitting him.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
But like there, once again, you had 3 people with you and you did it for damage.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point in the game, that's pretty standard that you're going to farm your jungle. Okay, you could smite at this because there's no objective. Yeah, you
See,
can't smite that early. That's such a late ass
remember I
smite.
told you during the game, I told you like I smited it, it's 100 HP, like I wasted time for no reason.
Yeah, and like not
This
just
is-
that,
this is the-
like not only are you wasting time on your smite, like here you should smite this right away. Like honestly, as soon as you get to this camp, your best option is to smite it right away. I mean, like I don't know if it's because you think Talia's coming to kill you, but like overall, even if she steals this fucking camp, when you instant smite it, get your HP back because like if she's in your jungle, she's gonna kill your ass anyways. 2, if she comes to invade you, Lissandra, rotate. We rotate. Like she's dead. She's dead. It's like you. In these situations, you should never be afraid to just instant smite a camp because we're always gonna rotate and kill her. I mean, I might get my ass killed, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like you have the priority on the map. It's your side of the map. You have to go through all of this shit just to get here, just to counter jungle you. So. Like,
So I shouldn't have to stall my smite all the time, so I should feel comfortable smiting it.
like unless there's a major objective that you're trying to contest, like unless you really want to contest this Rift Herald, which I mean you're here, you have a bunch of money, you should probably go back to base. Like if you really wanted Rift, like that's what I'm trying to tell you, like just different ways you can play it. You could say there's more optimal ways of playing it, but it's not, also at the end of the day it's up to you to play it and to see what works best for you. If you really like getting Rifts, right after this you go back to base, you go straight to Rift. You feel me? Or you tell yourself, can Talia solo Rift? Not fucking really. So like, do you really have to be afraid of her doing Rifts? No.
Okay.
But if she could do a Rift, like, you know, like champions that could do Rifts, Nunu, etc. Going back, like that's why it changes on the matchups. Maybe you going back to base right here to contest the Rift against Nunu is a smart play. But let's say you have no lane prio, your top and your fucking mid are feeding. Is it smart for you to go back and contest Rift? No, because you're gonna lose. It's fucking Nunu. Like he's gonna fucking Q smite. You're never gonna fucking beat him in a smite. So you're just wasting your fucking time. So doing these camps are more effective. But in some cases, let's say you're playing an assassin like Rengar. You see your ultimates coming back up. You know? You see your ults coming back up. You have a pretty good power spike. You know you can one-shot someone or potentially get a double kill top. Going back to base right here and going straight top could be a play. But depends on the champion, depends on the matchup, depends on what you're looking for in the game. Like you could play way more consistently, way more farm heavy, especially in like lower ranks and stuff like that, because people don't abuse as much as they should. Like if you might play against some cheese junglers are gonna, you know, go back straight top and get a kill. Go back after the kill. They're not even gonna farm, like I'm telling you. And like these are big fucking brain moves. You see like your bot lane might get dove, instantly they get a kill top, will fucking straight back. Not even fucking worry about shit. It goes straight bot. Let's say buy Mobies. Like I've done that before, and I got a kill top, went straight, got Mobies, got fucking double kill bot, and just fucking win the game straight off. Just going back instead of farming a fucking Krug. I told myself, why should I fucking take a Krug that's 180 gold versus 600 gold on a Shuddy? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's more efficient? So that's why hitting tab is important. It's like when you're hitting tab a lot, not in this fucking case, but you hit tab a lot. Like in this case, you would see like, okay, who has a shutdown? Who has a lot of extra money that I can get? You know, is it worth it for me to get this? It was like, if I told you, like, remember, free kills are a thing. People who get greedy with their positioning, seeing for an extra wave, that's a free kill. But you decide to take your wolves instead of putting yourself in position to get that free kill. But it's something that you got to keep looking at the map to see if you're going to do it. It takes time. You get there. It's practice. And like, you know, like this isn't a bad move. Obviously, the smite, that's like, that's just fucking. Yeah, because like I'm gonna tell you this another thing. You could potentially get your blue smite a minute earlier just by smiting faster.
Yep.
You know, like early game, yes, you want to kind of use it more efficiently, but at a certain point, like you just smite it, bro. Like you just smite it. Okay. That's good. That's good. You see, I like how you're cutting it now, like you're dragging it out more. That's good. I like that. You see, you can drag it up to here, by the way. You can drag it fucking far. Wait, keep practicing it. And you see I hooked your ass. Here, right here, try to line it up more too. I like it though that you're doing like the extra hits though. You see, you kind of got an extra hit there. It sounds kind of anal, but like everything adds up. I'm just telling you like small details. Like see now that smite, I wouldn't have smited it. I would not have smited that because like you're gonna go gank potentially, and you're gonna contest rift. So that was a waste of a smite. Because you're also full HP. That's fine though, because you had Krugs. Okay, now your smite's gonna be up again. But here, also jungle proximity is another thing. So right here, instantly mid, you see mid, boom, you start dragging your red buff down. So you can go mid. Because like this is like you're dragging it to play top side rift. Okay, now you go for rift. That's cool. Get the rift. Mid. Not bad. One thing I would like to see you do is because like soloing rift, I don't, especially as Echo, I don't think it's necessary. Echo's not the type of champion that I would want to solo a lot of objectives on because you do way better off skirmishing with your ultimate. So like every time your ult's up, every time you know summoners are down, your goal is to look for fights and try to get kills more than objectives. Like he's not, like Echo's really not the type of champion you really want to necessarily be objective focus on. It's really more like power spike oriented and then like looking to get kills to snowball your lead. Because like this, in a sense, you're kind of playing like a Nunu, you know, like a lot of farming. A way like you're not like Echo. I'm not saying you play selfish at a point where like you don't take a free rift, but I would like to see you put yourself in a position to get more gold for yourself rather than your team. You see, like this is gold share, you know, 180, 160, but like it's not bad, definitely. But like at a certain point, you should really want to start carrying games yourself. As Echo, you need a lot more money.
Taking everything for myself.
That's it. See here, that was a bit of a mistimed, a bit further back. But also here, I wouldn't have done it at all. Here, I would just wait for me to start to play. Like here in this situation, you don't have to do it because honestly, the only person you want to save it for is Lucian. Like fuck the Sion, he's squishy. Like if it's like a tank Sion, and even if it's a tank Sion, fuck it. Like he's squishy as fuck. It's like anyone that I hook is basically gonna die anyways. But you see, like as soon as you got started fighting Sion, you could have placed it for Lucian. If I die, hey, fucking Gale forces my ass. Cool. Okay. That's close. Someone's got your ass fucking slaughtered. Yeah, I like the crab start before the dragon pull. I like that. Okay, dragging it out as well. Always try to drag it out if you can. Honestly, right here, I think you could have backed right there. It's like you're just sharing gold here. Like I think right here you go back to base, and then you tell yourself what's next you want on the map. If you want to contest bot, you want to contest top. Okay, you're gonna do some counter jungling. That's not bad. That's not bad then.
Me, like I saw that she wasn't like ready to fight, so I'm like, okay, so since we just took mid tower, I'll just steamroll and go like through her jungle and take her stuff. And then again, like I think that's comes back to my problem. Is like I feel like I stretch too often.
No,
like,
in this case it's not bad. This case it's not bad.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, in this case it's not bad, especially since your top laner has prio. Did we see Cella's bot? That's another thing. Why the fuck is she going bot side anyways, though? Because that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, normally she should be here. Like, you know, you want to contest her major buff first, and she didn't even see us go bot side. So why is she going bot to like a less? Like, what does she really gain from going straight here? She didn't even go for her Krugs. She goes straight bot lane. You see, like,
I think she's going after you because she saw you with the ward.
She's retarded.
She wants a kill, basically.
She's retarded. Okay, well, in this case, it's not bad then. Also, they have Samira top. It's just because, like, in some cases, it might be a bit greedy. That's the thing. In some cases. In this case, it's okay because we're really, really, really far ahead. Like, we have 6k on them, and, like, they have Samira top. You know what I'm saying? Like, the team comp is really trash. This hook. in her fucking ass. I got her cape, bro. Anyways. That was a good. I like that. But here, a little bit more. Because you know Silas had a dash.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot that. Like, I really thought I had him for like a few seconds.
So here,
Like here, like he's oblivious to me.
look,
I'm like,
you see
okay,
the
I got him.
wall? Put it on the wall too. Boop, boop, boop. Like try to cover the wall. You see, like right there, if you cover the wall,
Yeah.
because like if we're all coming here, his reaction, especially against a Thresh, is to keep going in a direct side. You know, he's not gonna want to like even try to potentially get hooked. Like his last thing is to stay like in a straight line next to me. Well, like the best way to juke a Thresh hook without potentially getting predicted is by being in the same direction as where it's gonna come, but as far away as possible. See, like he's like inching his way, trying to get through. Like this is stupid. He could just kept running through it, but he's dumb. And like this game is still played well. Like you're 2-0-2, you have ADCS, it's good, right? Like I'll never say you played this game you didn't play this game properly. Right here, you could have ulted. Remember I told you to ult? Boom.
Yep.
Because right there, you would have gotten a lot of HP back too. And we could fucking pop Lucian.
I think I clicked my ult by accident. Yeah. See, like my brain, I really farted. Like my brain really farted at that moment. Like it really was like when you told me ult, I don't know what happened, but like I just didn't understand what to do.
Yeah.
And then I ulted like way after you told me to ult. So it's like it didn't like it ended up doing anything. But yeah, like just me, I entered.
Clown shit. Yeah, we'll have to make sure we saw fucking Ronald over there. Cool. Okay, I need to see where do you go on the map. Like small details that probably would have got you like so much more gold for yourself. And like in a standard game, that's really good. Like the Echo being able to get boots, proto belt, lich bane early as fuck, you one shot anything in the game for the most part. If you get that really, really early. So right here, you go straight for the blue. I mean, what's up on the map?
Beat over the wall and get the wolves. You think so?
Yeah, we went for wolves, but also let's what's the next objective? I can't even tell. Do I not have that indicator on? Cool. Rift is up. What the fuck is Dragon? Is Dragon timer broken? Baron, Red, Dragon, 2 minutes. 2-minute Dragon. Okay, an effective pathing right here. Since Dragon's in 2, it really depends. Like if you want to go, you gotta tell yourself what do you want to play for. You want to play for Rift or Dragon? Rift is in 133, Dragon's in 2 minutes. I'm not used to using this shit, by the way, sorry. So it's really up to you. Like if you want to go for Rift, you go straight. I do Gromp, blue, wolves. Actually, no. It's actually complete opposite. If you want to do Dragon, probably do bot to top, reset Dragon. Then you get as much gold as possible before the objective. And same thing for the opposite. I mean, all depending on your gold. And like, it really depends on the situation. Like you gotta tell yourself, how much money do I have? How much money do I need? That's the type of situation, like, pathing also works on money. So like, you can't always tell yourself, okay, this is how I'm gonna, you know, this is the camp I'm gonna do. Because sometimes you just waste time doing a camp and then you're not gonna finish an item. So like, sometimes there's no point in even doing a camp if you're never gonna finish your item. But then you can tell your team like, hey, look, if I do this, I'll get my Lich Bane, and then like we can win a fight. Or like opposite, right? But at the same time, you want to be able to finish whichever way you're going before the objective in like a good 20 seconds before. So like by the time you're coming back to base, it doesn't spawn but while you're over here. Like you want to be here like 20 seconds before it spawns. That's why every time I tell you like recall right away or like this right away, it's like you got to keep telling yourself, okay, time to be as efficient as possible with it, because eventually you're gonna start like getting to objectives late, and then it's gonna cost you like the objective or cost you the fight, or etc. etc. That's a lot of times you see like in team play why people lose. It's just because their timings are fucking trash, and they get to objectives super late, and then like you lose all the vision on the map, etc. etc. And it just adds up. Everything just keeps piling up, and then you have no tempo in the game. That's why get a kill, get this, get a lead, push your lead, go back to base, reset. Get your next lead, reset. Then take the lead that you have, which is a big lead. In this case, we're like what? That's what, 6? I suck at math right now. It's like what, 8, 9K up? That's a lot of money. That's like what? 9K is 3 completed items over them.
You need to look at it like it's statistics. It's fucking
Yeah, straight up. You got to look at everything like the
Literally,
numbers.
It's exactly like poker.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Any competitive game, to a certain degree, that's especially if it's not athletics, because that's just like some people are just.
What are your chances to win, and how can you increase those chances?
Yeah, but it's like also small moves that will win that you take, and like sometimes you got to gamble. And it's always going to happen. There's going to be percentages, but also you got to tell yourself like, look, this is more efficient than this, so this is why I'm doing it. More than just like, oh, I'm in the moment, I'm feeling like it. It's like, see, this isn't bad. I like this. Bought the top, but what would have been better, in my opinion, came straight, Gromp, blue, wolf, up. Because then you can also do both of these at the same time. So you come down, you Q that, you start hitting this, put your W, you do both of them at the same time, then you do your wolves. Because then you save like maybe like 10 seconds. Me?
No, Mickey's typing. I was wondering what he's typing. He's not in school.
Oh.
You want to know what I'm taking? I'm doing a numinous analysis.
You're analyzing the companies and shit.
Yeah, I'm analyzing a company and what I think is gonna happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
So you write them for yourself?
Cool. So you do rift. Okay. You see like another rift. Like here, is the rift necessary? In this render. Like here, is the rift necessary? Not really. At this point, like you're pretty strong. You have your ulti. Like I told you, every time your ult's up, that's a chance for you to make a play. That's a chance for you to get a kill. Like every time your ult's up, you see us, we're pushing the turret. Like yeah, you get the rift, but you probably could have got yourself another kill, turret. Like you can legit take 2 turrets, take the inhib, because they're so fucking behind. Then when you back, you take the rift, come back, take the dragon, take all their farm in their jungle, rift mid, another inhib. Like see how faster that is compared to just like doing it by yourself. At this point, 5-man all on him, he's dead. Inhib. Heck, you probably kill him in the end of the game, like we end the game right here. If not, then you go back to base, you can reset, take rift or dragon. Like it's up to you to really look at it and how you want to do it. Well, obviously, the best way for you to do it is to tell yourself before you even do it what you want to do. So you look at the map, tell yourself, okay, well, can we take inhib? Obviously, you might not know always because, you know, like you're still learning, you're not sure about all the champions, what they can do and like their strengths and like, oh, can we kill this? It takes more time to be able to just look at it and be like, oh yeah, items, we win. Straight up, we can take inhib, you know? But try it. Just try yourself like, you know, I'm gonna try something different. Like, hey, I'm gonna try grouping with my team because we're really far ahead. Like you see the kills, you see the money, you tell yourself like, look, they're all feeding, they're all fucking feeding. And the team comp is trash. Like anyone that gets hooked, like look, if you see a bunch of squishy champions, maybe Samira is kind of broken with her W, but if you have champions with a lot of CC and they have like no tank, grouping with your team, just try to group and kill them. Because they have no peel, they have no CC. Like, who's gonna stop you from killing anyone on their team? No one. The only time, and as Echo, you would not want to try to group with your team is if you go in, you get stunned, and you insta die every fight. If that's legit it every time, then you sideline. But if you can group and dive, just group and dive. Always, just do it. There's like here, this kid's fucking, he has like fucking prowlers, bro. Like he's like half tank. He's on crack. You 2-shot him. Heck, for yourself as Echo, as a champion, like a carry assassin, going bot, killing Lucian, taking like 3 waves and the turret, and then Dragon's more efficient than taking Rift.
Okay.
Because the Rift, you could save it. Like the Rift has how much time left on it? Like Baron's up in 2 minutes, so like you still have like another 1.5 minutes on it. Like you don't have to take it right away. Heck, the longer you stall it, the more objectives you can try to take with it, you know? Like the goal with Rift is either to get a lot of money early on to help someone get an item really fast, or to try to get as many turrets as possible. Like you try to get like a multiple Rift push, like 1, 2, 3. So like, when people do early Rift,
they're all pushed. There's no point in pushing bot lane alone with the Rift. Wouldn't be like
it's the whole
best decision.
At this point, taking the Rift and like just taking their Nexus turrets and ending the game is like the most optimal way. Like at this point in the game, I would have just taken inhib with my team instantly, like especially like if you're ahead and you're calling, you're making the plays, you're going in, you're getting the kills, and you're showing that you're carrying, people are going to listen to your pings. If you do some dumb shit in your games and then you start flaming, you know, start typing in chat and shit like that, no one's gonna want to listen to you. But if you're carrying like straight up, you're not being a dick. You're giving buffs to your team, like you're actually being a proper teammate. People see it. The retards are always gonna have them, but if you're playing properly, your team sees it. They're gonna listen to your fucking calls every fucking time. I'm telling you this, straight up. They're gonna be like,
They're gonna listen to the guy who hasn't said a word but is like 8-0.
There you go. They're just gonna fucking listen to you.
For sure.
So then all you do is type in chat, take inhib, then fucking great, and you start paying them. And someone's gonna want to keep fighting because obviously ego. Everyone wants to get a pentakill. You're gonna have that one guy who keeps trying to fight. You can't stop him. Don't get mad. Just be like, all right, whatever. Don't even type. Don't say fuck him. Don't say nothing. Just play as the people that want to listen to you and that want to win the game. Just ping them back if you can. If the guy dies, fuck it. But just follow your rotation, follow your plan, take the rift, reset, and tell yourself, okay, rift, reset, drag, push up into the jungle, get a pick, and then you keep pushing it. And then after that, you get a pick. What happens? They're down another man. You go mid, inhib with the fucking rift. You probably end the game right there. Because you take the rift, boom. Take the turret, take the inhib, take the turret, and the game's probably done at that point. Because they're so fucking far behind, you can't even defend it. And like there's one turret left, you can just dive. Look, you have so much good dive. You have 3 dive champions, 2 good supports behind you to kill you. Like, it's just a free win. Like, this is a really good team comp. This is a fucking troll fest. Like, how do you win with this shit? Like, Samira top. It's a free game. Look at this game. You tell yourself, as long as I play it, lost in champ select. You just say it's free. As long as we don't enter early game, it's free. And even if you enter early game, as long as you're able to like play the fights properly, you probably still win the game. So free. And then the FF. So like you see, like that's a lot of stuff. Like I didn't even fucking call shots because I didn't want to call shots. Because if I call shots and then I want to see like what you do, so then especially as a jungler, like champion that goes in as well, it's important to be able to call shots. Like support and jungle, generally the 2 roles I want to call most of the shots because you're the ones that are going to be rolling around the map more. Like top lane, your job might be to go farm the lane, and then your job is to TP after, right? AD carry, you're always playing from behind or whatever. You can call shots as AD carry. Like there's nothing wrong with it, especially past mid game. It's easy. Like there's nothing really to do there. And same for mid lane. But like your jobs are always going to be like catching side waves and whatever. So generally speaking, it's easier that your support and jungler keep the communication through the game because they're going to be doing it through at the beginning of the game. So it's just easier to keep having those voices talk, right? Like if I keep hearing you talking throughout the whole game, it's just easier because you've been doing it throughout the whole game. Same for support because I'm going to be roaming. So it's easy to just be like this, while they just kind of focus on their farm, their positioning, and their mechanics. Even though you have mechanics too, but you know what I'm saying? Like just easier. So yeah, that's it. Like the game, you didn't play the game bad at all. Like there's really nothing you did really wrong in this game, but there is a lot of stuff that you could have done that could have changed different outcomes. It's like being in different positions a bit earlier, being in certain positions with a stronger item set, and that will definitely be able to maybe get you even more kills. And that's just it. Cool.
And like you saw me when I started playing Echo. Like I think I'm like 2 days into playing like Echo. Like you see, like there's an improvement, right? Like
no, you're definitely better. You're learning the mechanics of the champion, and like at this point, I could say that you're like a novice Echo player.
Okay.
Like you're definitely not a noob because like the mechanics, the combos, like the EQ combo. Your W's got way better, definitely. But one thing, that's a lot of a thing that like a lot of people do when they don't play champions like a lot, or they're still getting used to like playing the game, is to use a lot of abilities sometimes for no reason, like your W, instead of saving it. And that's something that I used to do a lot on some champions too. You just use it just because you feel like it's a good time to use it. But then when you watch someone who's like really, really, really good, then you see how they use it, or they save it and they get a kill with it, or they live with 1 HP because they saved it, and you're like, oh shit, And then it puts ideas in your head of how like, okay, saving it maybe for a couple extra seconds could potentially give me a kill, save me a kill, save my teammate, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, let's say like my lantern, I don't know. Like, let's say I just use it to give you a mini shield for no fucking reason in the middle of a team fight. Sometimes it's effective. Sometimes if I know you're not going to die, if I saved it for 5 seconds, then this kid who's like, he's running down here, he's about to die, I throw it, I save him. Just because I just didn't waste an ability for no reason. It's like small habits that end up adding up a long way, but you got to like slowly teach yourself that stuff. It's like not eating all the cookies in a jar right away.
Okay.
Like, you know, you have a big fucking fat jar of grandma's cookies, you eat them all in one day, and then like one day, like like the next day, like you're watching a movie, and then you have no more cookies, and you're kind of sad.
Yeah.
Well, if you just fucking saved a couple cookies, you would have had them, right? So.
True.
Yeah. But no, like you're definitely getting way better, and like I don't know when I noticed that. Like even Luca told me yesterday, he's like, "Yo, Mo's getting pretty fucking clean." Like,
Paul?
yeah, but keep it up, bro. And just small
Thanks, man.
details. Like I told you, small details, and it's really you. Like it's your play style. I can't really tell you always what the best thing to do is. Changes in ranks, it's changes in games. It's really up to you to like trust yourself and just keep going with like your gut. And that's
Okay.
straight up every game. Every game is different. Different players who do different stuff. Like there's
Find people
legit-
that have your play style and on YouTube and like try to.
Yeah, exactly. Like even find someone that whose playstyle you like and try to play like them.
Okay.
Yeah, like
You know?
especially people that like talk out loud sometimes that explain. That makes all the fucking difference.
Yeah, exactly. The people who talk a lot, and that's the thing. Like find people whose playstyle kind of suits yours, and not just for the champion, like just in general. Like in general, because then it's like habits that keep going for over the game. You know, and it all adds up into small details.